Welcome travelers, I'm Judd Cobler, founder of 11th Hour Games and game director for Last Epoch, and today I'm excited to share with you all the awesome new updates coming in Season 3, Beneath Ancient Skies, which is launching on August 21st. This update introduces a new campaign chapter, where we'll be going back in time to explore the ancient past, a new system built around hunting evolving rift beasts, and powerful new rewards. It also includes a rework of the Lich mastery and improvements to the Necromancer, Beastmaster, Minion AI, and a long list of quality of life changes across the game. Let's take a look at what's new in Season 3, Beneath Ancient Skies. Chapter 10 expands the campaign following the events of Majasa's defeat. Players will continue the story by pursuing Apophis into the Ancient Era. As you chase Apophis down, you will traverse through a prehistoric realm filled with monstrous wildlife and flora. You will explore beautiful areas such as lush jungles and vast forests filled with dinosaurs, as well as crystal-filled caves and giant insect-infected mountains. As you get further, you will find dragon layers, and even the floating temple of Eterra in the sky. You will meet some unlikely allies and find Nagasa, Osprix, and Wingari peacefully coexisting. Next, we'll take a look at the new encounter system, the Primal Hunt. Throughout the campaign and in-game, you'll encounter mysterious rifts, gateways into the ancient era. On the other side, players will dive into deep caves, where they will find the rift beasts and their nests. After defeating the beast, players choose one of the hatchlings to spare, which grants future rift beasts a new evolution. Evolutions add new abilities, body parts, and rewards to the next generation of rift beasts. As you continue on your journey, you will be ambushed by the evolved rift beasts until you eventually find another rift back to their lair, where you can continue to evolve the current lineage. By defeating evolved rift beasts, you will earn trophies in the form of primordial materials, ancient bones, and, rarely, one of a few select primordial unique items. You can also trade your primordial materials with a friendly Wingari hunter, Scarven Bloodhorn, for primordial uniques and runes of evolution, a new rune used to craft primordial exalted items. Primordial items are so powerful that each traveler may only have a single primordial item of either kind equipped at a time. Over 30 new uniques have been added in this patch, including 25 primordial uniques. Some highlights include Carrion of Creation, gloves which convert 6 other ailments into bleed chance. True Sight Glass, an amulet that unlocks access to a second tier of critical strikes. Blossom of Immortal Stone, an amulet that converts all void, necrotic, and poison damage taken to physical damage. And Tyrant's Skull, allowing any wearer to be accompanied by a powerful T-Rex minion. These primordial uniques are very strong. EHG is wishing you good rolls and good luck hunting. However, you may be interested in primordial exalted items, which are obtained by using the Rune of Evolution. Use these on exalted items with a Tier 7 affix, and it will randomly select one of the Tier 7 affixes and turn it into a Tier 8 affix and then seal it, freeing up an additional affix slot on the item. On top of that, you can still seal regular affixes on the item as well, which means you can have a non-unique item with up to 6 affixes on it. Tier 8 affixes are oftentimes twice as powerful as their Tier 7 counterparts, allowing for some truly crazy items. We can't wait to see what builds the community makes with these new primordial items in hand. This patch focuses heavily on reworking the Lich and overall improvements to the Necromancer and Beastmaster masteries, as well as core improvements to how minions behave. A new behavior toggle has been added that lets you switch minions between Assassinate and Protect stances. This allows for more control over how they behave in different situations. In Assassinate stance, minions attack enemies further away from you and more heavily prioritize bosses and rare enemies. In Protect stance, they stay nearer to you and prioritize attacking enemies that are close to you. Minions will now prioritize their current target more consistently and disengage less often when the player moves. Also, while in Assassinate stance, minions will have a longer leash distance before turning to follow you and will now teleport to the player if they fall too far behind. When not in combat, minions will move towards the player's destination, not the player's current position. We've also addressed a number of ways in which minions would not be updated when equipping or unequipping items. In addition, they gain more damage and damage reduction from player levels than before. The Necromancer's passive tree has been updated with new nodes focused on durability, leech, and critical strike scaling. Several older nodes have been removed or replaced, and new threshold bonuses have been added across the tree to encourage different types of minion-focused builds. The skill Assemble Abomination has been reworked. The abomination no longer decays over time. Instead, it will remember the minions that were absorbed to create it, and will devour those minions whenever it sees them, similar to the Wraithlord. In exchange, its skill tree offers power based on the minions you gave up to create it. The Abomination skill tree has been rebuilt to offer more flexibility in how you design its behavior and damage profile. For example, an Abomination that absorbs many skeleton archers can fire exceptionally powerful eternal arrows. The Lich passive tree has been overhauled with more identity-defining choices and greater build flexibility. Several older nodes have been replaced with new options, including mechanics for health drain, ward interactions, and dual wielding. There's also a new keystone that enables low-life builds by capping your maximum survivability but unlocking conditional bonuses. We've added a new skill to the Lich's kit, Flay. This is a hybrid melee and spell ability that lets the player dash into melee range and strike with a rending attack. If enemies are killed, they erupt into a damaging spell that can hit surrounding enemies. The Flay skill tree offers a wide range of modifiers, allowing it to scale with ailments, crits, spell triggers, or even convert into a pure spell. Several other Lich skills have also been updated. Aura of Decay's damage has been improved. It can be converted to bleed or frostbite, and its tree has new options to enhance its potential as a primary damage-dealing skill. Death Seal has been reworked into a low uptime defensive cooldown that makes you incredibly difficult to kill. And Rip Blood now hits all enemies in a line in front of you and has new effects in its tree to improve its single target damage potential. One of the updates coming to the Merchant's Guild are new tokens designed to streamline and enhance your progression and overall trading experience. Merchant tokens remove the favor cost of a purchase, and you get a free one every time you rank up. This means that whenever you reach a new rank, you'll be able to buy an item that requires that rank, even if you wouldn't have otherwise had enough favor. Black market tokens allow you to buy and equip items that you would have otherwise needed a higher rank to purchase and use, while also removing the favor cost of the purchase, like the merchant token. There are also new changes coming to the bazaar. The UI now has better search functionality for unique, set, and legendary items, clearer labeling of priced and unpriced listings, as well as a way to quickly apply a filter based off an item in your inventory. These changes aim to improve the trading experience for all players. Next, let's go over quality of life improvements coming in patch 1.3. Visuals and audio have been polished across the board. Dozens of skills now feature improved VFX and sound design. New voice acting has been added for major NPCs in Chapter 9 and 10, as well as updated sound sets for many enemies. Loot filter updates now let you customize ground beams and item icons per rule. In addition, you'll now have the ability to select between many new, unique, easily identifiable sound effects, all making it easier to distinguish valuable drops. Stash tabs can now be cloned or moved in bulk, and stash search macros make it easier to find exact gear types or affixes. The Forge UI has been updated with clearer button placement and additional tooltips. Controller support has improved across menus and tooltips, with better navigation flow and more consistent layout behavior. Audio sliders for music, effects, and voice lines now use a new backend system that provides more consistent volume scaling across all content. We've added a new UI element to remind you when ground tooltips are turned off, and one that reminds you when you've left a piece of gear in the forge. And there's new visual polish on Alt to compare overlays and item preview windows. Patch 1.3 includes hundreds of bug fixes and optimizations aimed at improving stability, gameplay, clarity, and performance. Terrain interaction and targeting logic have been adjusted to reduce cases where abilities fail to cast or hit unexpectedly. Loading times have been reduced across multiple zones, and memory usage during long play sessions has been improved. Other fixes include better detection for stuck characters when teleporting or using movement abilities, reduced screen shake intensity on certain abilities, and improved filtering options for screen effects. And we fixed several issues with skill cooldowns, minion responsiveness, and chat filters. Also launching with Season 3 are the Primal Supporter Packs, our newest set of limited time cosmetics. As always, everything here is cosmetic only, no pay for power. This is a way to support the game and unlock some really cool visuals in the process. Let's start with the Primal Traveler Pack. This pack leans into the spirit of ancient exploration, with cosmetics that feel right at home in the wilds of the ancient era. You'll get the Primal Traveler Forum Badge, a shoulder-clinging sloth named Backsloth, the Bone and Stone Primal Hatchet, and the Crow-themed Carrion Scepter. Rounding it out is Nigel, the Last Epoch toucan who has arrived from his exile to the remote islands far to the east. Next is the Primal Templar Pack, which includes everything from the Traveler tier, plus a lot more. You'll get the Surian Hide Cloak, made from leather, feathers, and bone, and the Fossilized Portal, formed from the remains of an ancient dragon. There's the Primal Slicer, a jagged one-handed sword, and the full Wild Hunter's leather armor set. You'll also unlock the Primal Soul Evade effect, which leaves a spectral dragon tail trailing behind you, and the Earth Shaker footprints, with each step pounding the ground into golden tremors. And of course, it includes the Primal Templar Forum Badge, and a bundle of Epoch points to use in the cosmetic store. The Primal Vanquishers Pack expands your options even further and includes everything from the Traveler and Templar tiers. This one takes a darker turn, think Ritual Magic and Forgotten Power. It comes from the Carrion Caster two-hand staff, and complete Carrion Herald armor set, and 2 effect cosmetics, the Dark Pursuit Evade, which trails crimson energy behind you, and Ritual Footprints, which inscribes glowing runes into the earth. You'll get the Carrion Caster's Cape, a low-hanging back cosmetic with crow feathers and a rune-marked shield, and the Dark Ritual Portal, pulsing with ancient sacrifice. You'll also get the Vanquisher Forum Badge and more Epoch points. Finally, the Primal Legends Pack. This pack contains everything from Season 3's supporter packs and gives you even more exclusive rewards. In addition to all the content from the Primal Vanquisher, Templar, and Traveler tiers, the Primal Legend Pack contains the Marble and Gold Temple Night Wings, the Eterra Portal, and the Crystal Edge Temple Authority Sword. You also unlock 2 exclusive pets, the Curious Disc-Riding Temple Familiar, and the Floating Sentinel, known as the Temple Attendant. And it doesn't stop there. You'll also receive the massive Temple Aegis Shield, the full Temple Knight armor set, the Whispering Wind Evade effect, and the Eterra's Path footprints which shimmer beneath your steps. These supporter packs are only available for a limited time and can be picked up through the in-game shop or on Steam. And as always, thank you for supporting Last Epoch. For more info on Season 3, please read the full patch notes on the forum. On behalf of the entire team at 11th Hour Games, thank you for being a part of this journey. Your feedback, support, and passion continue to shape the game and our studio. We'll see you in Eterra for Season 3, Beneath Ancient Skies, on August 21st.